Hello everyone and welcome to The Lovely Grind. My name is Michael Preby and my website is www.lovelygrind.com. That's where you're going to find blog posts about spiritual growth, professional fulfillment, as well as a balanced approach to daily living and overall satisfaction. Now, this current series of videos I'm doing is about prescription drug withdrawal, and that's a topic that I've been covering for several months now. It's a topic that is familiar to me. For those of you who haven't seen any of my previous videos, I'll quickly recap my story. I was put on Paxil and Xanax when I was in college. I was prescribed those two medications for social anxiety and panic attacks, and I never really questioned my need for them throughout my 20s and into my 30s, but I began experiencing some health issues, some high liver enzyme numbers, some weight problems, some fatigue, some emotional issues, and overall the picture was getting worse rather than better, so I decided it was time to walk away from those medicines. And as any of you who are going through withdrawal right now know out there, that's not an easy thing to do, and it just gets progressively more difficult after you finish a taper. And then as the first week and second week passes and the first month and second month passes, new symptoms arise and new surprises always seem to be around the corner. You expect that it's going to be over quickly, but it's not. You're very confused. You're looking for answers. So that's what I'm doing with this series of videos, is hopefully providing some answers and providing some comfort to those of you out there who are still going through that process. The topic of the video for today is keeping the faith. That theme is of utmost importance during the withdrawal process. I want to tell everyone out there right now that there's no such thing as doomed. I've been getting messages on my Facebook pages and emails, people wondering if they're never going to recover because, they tapered the wrong way, they did it too quickly, they went cold turkey, or they did X, Y, or Z after the taper finished. They took this supplement or drink alcohol or whatever it is. And unfortunately, the doom myth, as I call it, is something that's way too pervasive out there in the withdrawal communities, the message boards, YouTube videos, and so forth. There's a lot of people that put out anecdotal evidence without presenting a complete picture of what's going on in their own lives, and they present horror stories and kind of thoughtlessly put things out there that scare people, rather than presenting thoughtful, positive, and informed messages meant to comfort people and bring some real forward movement in other people's lives. So no, there's no such thing as doomed. No matter if you've been struggling for withdrawal for several days, weeks, months, or years, I believe that healing is there for you, even if your taper process was too abrupt, and even if you've had some setbacks because of other issues in your life. So the main thing is just to keep that faith in yourself, that you're strong enough to get through it. Two, in the healing process that's going to happen, time's going to do that for you, as well as some lifestyle changes that I talk about in some of my videos. And three, keep the faith in God, because I believe that the withdrawal process is able to, rather than putting a wedge between you and God and a wedge between you and your best life, bring you closer to both of those things if you allow it to. I just had someone write to me recently that was a young girl, and she's got all these dreams, all these aspirations, high energy, and she needs a lot of energy and a healthy outlook on life for her profession. She needs to be moving bam, 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 like we all feel pressured to, especially in professional settings. And she was afraid that she was never going to be back to her full speed self, and she was never going to be able to live the sort of life she dreamt of. And I told her that you can do two things when the withdrawal process hits. You can either fight it tooth and nail, which a lot of people do, which is understandable, but then oftentimes people end up then being defeated by it. They'll go back to doctors, they'll get on the same pills that were causing them problems, or different ones that are just, different versions of the same pills that was causing them problems. Or they're going to become so despondent that eventually they just slink off and lose the faith. And then that really is inviting the only possibility of doom into the process, is when you just lose that faith. So don't fight it. but instead see how you can use it and know that you'll grow from it. So there's 3 ways that you can keep that faith during the process. It's not always easy, and there are more than 3 ways to keep the faith. There's multiple ways, but I'm going to touch on 3 of them here today that hopefully you'll take something away from. And the first thing that I want to emphasize is going to be exercise. I hit that pretty hard on all my videos and in a lot of my blog posts. Anyone that's living a productive life, from presidents all the way down to your neighbors, you're going to see the more active people are the ones that are finding more productivity, more energy, and a higher level of inner peace. Now, I know it's not always easy during the withdrawal process. I'm a runner currently. I run, maybe 25 or 30 miles a week. But back during withdrawal, I went for long walks. I could barely walk at first, so even going for an afternoon walk was a chore. But I made it a point to always get outside and get some fresh air and keep moving. And as I got healthier and healthier, a couple miles turned into 5 miles, and then walking turned into running. And I got back into lifting weights, and it's just a very important part of my daily routine now, is some form of exercise. What that's going to do is allow you to get out of your own head, allow you to get out of the skin that's troubling you, and kind of see your situation and see all the possibilities that await you in the wide world. It's going to kind of take you out of your little 4 walls and really restore your faith that good things are possible for you. Number 2 is going to be taking in positive information. Now, that certainly applies to the withdrawal process. There's a lot of misinformation and thoughtless information out there, just a lot of thoughtlessly made videos that scare people just deciding to put themselves on camera while they're going through the worst of withdrawal, or talk about how X, Y, or Z prevented them from ever recovering, so the same thing is going to apply to your situation. Avoid all that stuff. Don't look at it. If it gets negative, turn it off. There's positive information out there. There's a book, I think I've mentioned before, by a woman named Belissa Frederick, I believe is her name. I think it's called Recovery and Healing, although I'll have to double check that. But if you look up Benzo Recovery, like on Amazon.com, it should come up. That's a source of positive information. There's videos such as mine out there, people that are focusing on improvement and common sense approaches to getting through withdrawal rather than horror stories. So seek out the positive withdrawal information, and also apply that to the rest of the media that you take in as well. There's no shortage of news roundtables out there that are going to get you agitated and paranoid. There's no shortage of angry music. There's no shortage of worthless, trashy books out there that are going to have you focus on all the right things, or all the wrong things. But find the good stuff. There's plenty of positive thinkers out there. Take in the information that the dreamers are putting out. Become a dreamer yourself again, and find the output of other dreamers. Take that in and really maybe change the media you take in to just reflect the direction you're wanting to go with your life. The third thing is going to be adopting a positive outlook for the future. So that's going to involve thinking a lot about all the grand things you want to accomplish once withdrawal is done, which it is going to be, and also surrounding yourself with positive people. Even if it's just one person who really gets you right now, gets your situation, and believes in your dreams, even if you only know one person like that, surround yourself with that person, whether it's a friend or a spouse or a brother or a coworker, and take a step back from the other people. Not everyone's going to understand your situation. It's hard to even fathom it when you're going through it. So certainly people that have never gone through it are going to look at you funny. They're going to be dismissive about what you're going through, because the doctors don't even admit that it's going on. Obviously, for obvious reasons, they don't admit that it's real. But find the people who know that you're genuine and who really believe in what you're saying and who believe in your dreams, and help them to walk with you as you move in a forward direction. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on what could have been or what happened. What if I never took that stupid pill? What if I never had the anxiety attacks that made me take the pill? What if I never had the life circumstance that made me have the anxiety attacks, that made me take the stupid pill? Don't dwell on that stuff. Adopt a forward outlook, and that's going to serve you well. Again, not always easy. It's not always easy for anyone, especially when you're going through withdrawal. Then it's not easy because it's so tempting to get lost in your head in a loop of negative thoughts. But the exercise will help with that. Spiritual reading will help with that. Prayer will help with that. And talking to trusted individuals that walk forward with you through the process will help you with that. So just to recap today, the main message I want to put out to you guys today is that there is no doom scenario. There's no doom scenario. Just because you didn't do X, Y, or Z the way that other people say it should be done doesn't mean that you're never going to heal. Don't listen to such things. There's just no evidence that people can point to say such things. Every situation is individual, and the main components are time, God, a little lifestyle work on your part, and a positive outlook. So keep that faith and know that recovery really is your destiny. Keep that in your mind at all times. Please stay in touch with me. You can get a hold of me by going to the Lovely Grind Facebook page, sending a message there, emailing me, messaging me through my websites, lovelygrind.com and michaelprevywriter.com. Please go to lovelygrind.com and sign up for the mailing list there if you'd like to get my blog posts. I think those are useful. A lot of them kind of overlap with some of the topics I touch on these videos. So until next time, stay positive, stay spiritual, stay healthy, stay forward thinking, stay connected here, and please remember to take care of yourselves and your dreams.